Hello, y'all. I just came back from the store and where I bought my first pack of cigarettes, marking my 21st birthday. Here they are. Camel Blue. This is not a review. Just thought it was, it doesn't matter. Well, on my way back, I was thinking of the order of things. Should I film first? Should I smoke first? Should I listen to music first? And as I'm formulating this thought, it really comes down to the meticularity of things. The way we fluctuate as beings. How do I maximize this moment by the order, or persuaded by the order in which I do these things? At the end of the day, I'm gonna do them regardless, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, or 3, 2, and 1, right? And now we're here. And today's my 21st birthday. Whether it was yesterday or tomorrow, doesn't matter, it's today. And it's right now, actually. That's my intro. I'm actually starting this project, or rather this documentation of showcasing my process, the process of restoring this violin. I keep calling it violin. Restoring this cello, which I've been hyping up for the past few months, just for myself. Really been into the idea of getting a cello, and now it's here. It's half here, as we can see. And I'm excited because not only do I have an instrument that I've been aspiring to play, but I have this project in its very first stages. Something I've never done with before is woodwork. Another thing I've never done with before is play cello. Another thing I haven't never done before is playing any instrument. It's very exciting. It's very new things. And this is the first. I got this 2 days ago actually, but this was the first day in which I'm going to begin establishing this journey of restoring this cello, and then after me learning the process of, or actually learning how to play the cello. But it's more so about the restoration process, and I wanted to document that, and hence this video. I actually took a few notes of what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I mean, essentially, the project is, and this documentation will center around fixing this cello, getting the pieces together, and doing the woodwork, and composing it together, just to have a sort of archive for myself, in which I do this very ambitious project, at least ambitious for me. Again, I never played cello, nevertheless fixed one. And now we're here, and isn't it so? Just look I admire how beautiful this piece of ingenuity is. Isn't it amazing? I'm very flustered myself. Though yes, I found it in Craigslist, listed for about $175. I said, hey, what's the lowest you'll go? It'll cost a lot to fix it. I probably exaggerated that. I mean, it will cost a decent bit. Definitely more than I have. And he was like, yeah, come take it. $75, it's yours. Fuck yeah. Sorry. Yeah, heck yeah. So I go pick up the cello. I already knew it was missing pieces. What it actually is missing is the fingerboard up here. I forgot the exact name for it, but it is the tail here. And obviously the strings, and then obviously the bridge, and then inside it has this loose piece, which I forgot what it was actually called. But needing to, and then one peg up here. So it's a lot of fixing to do, but again, this is a journey. It's a very exciting new project for me, and I think it gives an extra layer of essence of not just acquiring something. You know, I could have just saved up and bought a working cello, right? But there's something very beautiful, I think, about pouring yourself in different ways, right? I think we can make ourselves abstract and then materialize ourselves over and over. And one way to do that is by pouring our essence uh, through building, you know, within our own hands, through foraging, not foraging, and jumping the gun and just starting something in which you, as an individual, have to contribute knowledge and labor and time, and all those things in mixture become, right, a product of something, and not in the product, quote unquote product way we view things, but product as in the end result, something sculpted by your hands and by your process. So that's what I'm excited about, um, and yeah, just looking at it, I get very excited. Very much in love with the idea of this project. Very much in love with this body of an instrument as it is already, and I can't wait for the finishing product, quote unquote. But more than anything, I'm excited for this process. Another thing I wanted to touch on is why the cello. Yeah, it'd actually be good to talk about that. I didn't think about it too much before. I like the before thinking of it too much. I like the cello, of its rich sounds, its rich harmony. It's very dense, and very fulfilling. Um, I can't describe the vibrance of the instrument. Is flows. It really flows. But what actually initiated this pursuit is that uh, during the during the student encampments, there was a moment uh, where energy was very low. People were really losing steam here. I mean, it was a battle of wits, really, between administration and the tactics that we could figure out as we go on step by step. Nobody knew what we were doing, and our administration, or the higher ups, right, the higher levels of governance, are going to do what they always do and extinguish problems by adding convolution. So obviously, it drains somebody having to deal with that. So as a student body and as a governing body in the most loose term, we were all struggling. And but that day the energy was very tense. But suddenly there was this one professor who came, invited by one of the students. He came to the encampment and he brought his cello. I mean, we all knew this program. There's been programming since. I mean, before that, so we knew there was this programming taking place. And so he comes with his cello. Okay, it's another program. We're all tired, so let's go to this program and continue about our day, right? Playing it by ear. And so we get to the programming. He's setting up his cello. This is in the main lobby because we can't find any other space. Literally in the middle of everything. He sets down his cello. We all round up. It's literally everybody in the encampment. We all round up, sit in circles. It filled up the whole lobby. There was barely any pathway to walk by. We all sit down and we wait for the show to start. And we're all sleeping. Let's see what happens. Nobody knows. Then he starts playing. And the first chords are immediately draw you in. completely becomes a calm, and, and, and you exit this realm of anxiety and stress and unknowing, even the physical of a place you barely recognize. Um, those first few strings, they take you out. And then he keeps going, and the vibrations fill the room, fill the lobby, fill the school. This brutalist architecture is now a casing for this music. He plays, we all become solemn and give in to the music, and we feel a little lighter. Then he plays again, another song. Once again, beautiful. We all become even lighter. By the end, it was exciting. It was rejuvenating, and you could very much feel the shift in air where everybody now suddenly became so entrenched in not only the movement but the moment. One more song, one more song. We've been chanting all day, so we knew how to do it. One more song, one more song. He says, okay, one more song, but, because he could tell, he knew the energy too. He knew what the energy was before that. He said, but, I'll play one more song, but y'all have to chant. Y'all have to start chanting. So, okay, fair deal. And then he goes, once again, quiet, right? Goes quiet. And then he goes, oh, you could hear the music. And one of the students, one of the encampers, goes, disclose, divest, we will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest, we will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest. And it flowed so perfectly with the vibrance of the cello, with the chords, with the sentiments. One of the most beautiful moments of my life, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the feeling. I'll never forget the instant jolts. And that energy carries on. It carries on beyond that moment. It carries on beyond beyond any form of action after that. That moment will carry on throughout this movement and every movement. And it was all through the medium of a cello. And the life it was able to produce and reproduce within us. So from then on, I fell in love. I fell in love with the cello. With its beauty, with its capacity and capabilities. And the way it can carry a movement and a spirit forward. The cello as a revolutionary piece. And I want to extend myself to that and through that. So that's why the cello. And that's why I'm so excited to pour so much heart into restoring this beautiful piece that's been mostly abandoned. And between the both of us, I hope to carry that momentum that I felt. So through this process of restoration, I want to do a little commentary, I think. Maybe not a lot. I definitely want to do commentary. And I want to play around with what this medium can be and this process can be. So while I restore the cello, I guess I want to hit other topics of conversation. Maybe just talk about my day, my thoughts, other arts, my art, this art. Yeah, I really want to play around with this new concept and this new idea and this new journey and medium and outlet. This is a completely new outlet. More than anything, it's a process, and I want to share that. I want to share that not only with with whoever's gonna watch this, but with myself. In a way, this becomes an extension as well, and I'm just extending myself everywhere, and that's kind of the point, right? How many places can you seep into and receive from it back? Yeah, and at the end, I want to accumulate all this footage and archive to create. Well, it's not archive. Yeah, I'm not gonna soda myself, but accumulate all this to into a kind of montage, maybe, in a greater composition. But I'm excited, and I'm excited to store this process somewhere outside of myself and outside of this this peripheral and environment, and transform it into what is this lens, and inside of it and beyond it. Anyways, Cello, Kendrick, do more journeys with the cello.